Hello, my lovely Taurians. As I started working with you, this is for December 1st or the week of December 1st or when it resonates. Um, as I started working with you, two things happened. One was I saw somebody changing the heat on the stove to turn something down to a simmer. And then I heard the Gloria Estefan song, Turn the Beat Around. Now, Gloria Estefan, to me, because the guides always work with what my internal experience is as a way to give signals, Gloria Estefan, to me, celebrates joy, life, that wonderful, playful Latin quality of exuberance. But she also really represents to me fortitude and resurrection almost, because she was in an accident that left her virtually crippled, and they said she may never walk again. And within a relatively short period of time, she was back up on stage dancing. So for me, Taurus, this is a really, really powerful image for you. And as I'm getting this, as I'm saying this to you, the guides are really present. And it's that sense of you're stronger than you know. And that you've got the certainty and doubt card. Now, when I pull the certainty and doubt card, I always look at that and I say, okay, if you're being told to turn the beat around and you're getting a sign of something that's about endurance and fortitude and the ability to come back from something, what this says to me is whatever you're going through now, don't worry about if it's not certain. Don't worry about if there's doubt. Allow yourself, I just love this reading. Allow yourself to have compassion. Now, the energy of compassion, I'm going to read it to you because I think this is so important, especially because they're talking about turn the beat around and turning everything down to simmer. Compassion carries an awareness of the vulnerability of others and ourselves. There is an empathy which allows for a gentle, kind approach, nudging us to move away from the need to blame and judge and move towards the desire to simply understand. Choose compassion. So this is about allowing yourself to really, be curious rather than critical, okay? That's part of the way you turn the heat down. The other thing that I saw, again, was the kaleidoscope. And what I feel with you right now, Taurus, and I felt this almost as soon as I started connecting with the guides, was that your kaleidoscope might be changing rather quickly. And when I say quickly, I mean fast. This emotion and then that emotion. So it's not that you've got them all at once, like I was just seeing with Capricorn and their cake. It's that your complete frame of reference and view can shift, boom, like that. You can go from loving and kind to really irritable and cranky. You can do, hello, Baba. You can do many different things emotionally within a really short period of time. So what you're being told to do is lean in towards compassion. Change the heat. Dial down the heat whenever the emotion is really reactive. Now, it's, Taurus, you're known to be very stable. And that's true. It doesn't mean to say that you don't feel things deeply and sometimes react strongly, because it's often true that you don't always know what you're feeling right away. Sometimes there's an energetic reaction to something, but you're not entirely sure what the layering is underneath all of that moves it forward. So by turning the heat down, what you can do, slow down. By turning the heat down, what you can do is you can just let things simmer. You don't have to understand everything. You don't have to share every thought. You don't even have to analyze everything. Sometimes you just allow the kaleidoscope to be there, and then you turn it, and it turns into something else. Now, what you're being asked to do not only is the compassion, but then you get, this is interesting because the love card fell out. It was in another pack, which it never is. So it was. So you get the love card, and the love card is reminding you that love is not something you give to some and not to others. What I will say in this case is love is not something you give somebody sometimes and then you take it back because they irritate you or they hurt your feelings. Underlying it, underlying everything, what you are learning right now, and I just love this, what you are learning right now at a real gut level, Taurus, is that you are an expression of love and that you can always return to that feeling, that essence of yourself as the expression of love. Love that radiates, that is not given and taken away, that is not given to some and then to others, but that is understood as a basic operating principle. And that whatever emotion comes on top of that, it does not erase it. It's only your momentary perception, this arising of energy that you maybe haven't dealt with, that is coming up, that is clouding you to that. But once you remember that that love is there, that that is the foundation, it's so much easier to step aside from whatever the emotion is that's taking you out of alignment with that loving heart. There was something else that came earlier around this, and I'm trying to just allow it to come back. Yeah. It's a process of growth. And so it doesn't mean to say you do it once and that particular emotion is gone around that particular issue. It is something, think of it like this. Every time you have that emotion and you allow yourself to enter into that state of awareness of being love, and of course the other person ultimately being love too, since it's all of our key essences, core essence, it's lifting off the frequency. Love is the highest frequency. So that frequency in conjunction with the one that's discordant starts neutralizing that, transmuting it. So it's a progressive thing. The thing is, you have the choice to do it, and it's to remember that you have the choice to do that. Now, there was another piece to that that happened before Miss Lulu here decided to make an entrance. I, by the way, have no closed rooms, but not that I would do that to her anyway, because I do love her. Forgive me for a moment, Taurus. Okay, yes, it is that every time that you choose to not stay in that misaligned energy, but move into the essence of love as a way to transmute the energy, just think of it like this. You're making yourself feel better, because the truth is you don't really feel good. It may feel familiar to be angry or to be hurt or to be a victim. It's very familiar, and it's a neural loop, so you're going to go back and play that, because we all do. But the more that you choose not to, the easier and the more quickly it's going to be, you're going to be able to do it the next time, because you're leaning into the good feeling. And that's exactly what allows us to realign our nervous system. Because the system, think of our system as an expression of nature. Nature is always reorganizing to a higher level if it's given a chance. So your nervous system is part of nature. Once it gets the feeling of that, it's going to want to keep moving towards it. It's the way nature works. So know that as you're doing it, it's not just you choosing to be happy instead of whatever emotion. It's you changing the energy. Now, there is another piece here, and that is this. As you experience that feeling and you bring the love, you bring the expression of yourself as love, and you feel a change in that, what it also does is it softens it in a way where you can start understanding what is underneath it, because sometimes there are going to be several emotions underneath that first one. And by allowing yourself to start experiencing yourself as love, what happens is sometimes it's literally almost like it goes boom, 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 and you get to the core thought or the core belief around that. And sometimes it will take several, but that's okay. Because the wonderful thing about this is as you're doing this, you're just repeatedly allowing yourself to feel love, to experience love and loving, and feel good. So it's not just about, oh, this is a lot of work and it's going to be hurtful, it's going to keep hurting me. No, this is something that is really actively, deliberately putting yourself into a state of loving. That's really nice. I like that. Now, I'm going to pull another card here. You've got also angels everywhere. So I love that too, because this is just working in conjunction with love. And that is saying, and this is going to help you turn the heat down too. It's longer than I thought it was going to be. Angels everywhere. Imagine no matter who you meet, what they say, what they do, that they are angels, that they are here to help you learn and grow. In that process, then, if someone hurts your feelings, you can look at it and say, okay, wow, what can I learn from this? Because obviously that was divine intervention to get me to be able to look at what's still resonating in me that is not aligned with my high heart. Because the idea is shifting that energy out opens us up to such transitional energy. That's what allows us. Oh, yes, thank you. The thing is, what they're saying is it allows you to discharge the energy that is linked to the old story by continuing and just going into those feelings and justifying them. That's how we stay stuck in the old story. So every time we choose not to do that, that's a part of rewriting. That's a part of letting go of the old story. That is a part of literally energetically releasing the old story by releasing our attachment to the emotions that are associated with that story. This is really powerful. Taurus, I'm going to pull one more card for you, and I'm going to pull it out of... Shall we use this deck, my love? I think we should. Yeah, let's use this deck. Okay. All right. Oh, gosh, I love it. Your final card is grace. Oh, yes. Look, you've got compassion, love, angels everywhere, grace, certainty and doubt. Don't worry about doubt. Grace has a smooth, easy, peaceful, and supportive quality. It flows naturally into us and through us. It's an experience of letting the benevolent universe take us through our movements and guide us with a loving hand. Notice the feeling quality of this description and return to it today. Every time you're about to do or think about anything, or at any point in the day when you find yourself feeling stressed and thinking too much, return to grace, return to grace. Remember, grace, everybody deserves grace, always. Be not troubled if your kaleidoscope lands on something that is not pleasant to look at. You have the resources, and you have grace, and you have angels behind you. Taurus, I love this for you. I'm so, so happy. I leave you now, my dears. Take care.